has really battled injuries as far as his roster goes this year. They just haven't been at 100%. They were banged up early in the year. They tried to heal up around the holidays. A couple of more injuries popped up. Just tough to find some rhythm with this very experienced team. Speaking of injuries, we're going to see it right here for North Carolina. A weight normally occupied by the four-time qualifier Zach Sherman. He is out again tonight. Noticing a shoulder injury, so Will Guida, the redshirt freshman from New Jersey, steps in, taking on Jackson Arrington, ranked 17th in the country, freshman from Pennsylvania.
Guida is a tough wrestler to wrestle because of his length. He won a couple Fargo junior national titles, so he has some good stuff on his feet. But I tell you what, that's what you call a knee pick blow by. Knee pick, underhook, ran right through Guida. Jackson Arrington good, underhook, and just drives across. Jackson Arrington has been very good with his underhook series. And we see that once he gets there, he doesn't waste time. Oftentimes, people get to the underhook when you get underneath the opponent's armpit, and they just wait. But Jackson got it and ran right through.
This is a big weight for North Carolina State, replacing the ACC champion and multiple All-American Tariq Wilson. You see Guida gives a reply near the edge, and they're going to stop it, potentially dangerous. We go back into the center. Coleman Scott not real happy with that whistle.
So they're arguing, saying that at that point, when you had the single, you got to give my guy a chance to wrestle. Or you can say, hey, there was lost control. My guy was about to work through, but the official said, no, I still felt that Arrington was in control, so that's why Guida is still underneath.
Thigh fry for a moment there from Arrington, trying to hit a roll underneath with Guida. Arrington just continues to swallow up the waist. Now after the scramble, look at the quickness by Guida as he's able to get the reversal and tie it up at 2.
And Guida is pretty tough on top. He kind of mushed them. They don't like each other. NC State, UNC. You saw him push from the back of his head. Oh, I love it. Here's the referee getting in. Hey, fellas, cool out. Come on, it's rivalry. He mushed them. Come on.
Youngsters getting their first taste of this rivalry, both freshman years. Arrington, blue freshman, Guida, the redshirt freshman.
I love it. And the true freshman, Arrington stopped and looked at him and gave him a look like, all right, you want to go there? I love it. I love it. Not backing down. It's good wrestling.
Guida jumps over to the left side of the body of Arrington. Constant activity underneath from Jackson Arrington. Now a hand fight, trying to rip away at the grip. Gets one hand free, and now he is away. So Arrington with a 3-2 lead. Entertaining first period, 1:13 to go.
Let's see if Arrington goes back to that underhook series. And one of the things that I noticed is that you see that with NC's team, the underhooks. You'll see it in the next match with Ed Scott going to underhooks. Of course, with Trent Hidley, you'll see the underhooks. So they're saying he can't touch his hand. So we got to watch that little sneakiness, that what Guida's doing is pushing down with his right forearm. He can't use that left arm to touch any part of his arm. If he does that, that's a legal hold.
See the left arm of Arrington preventing Guida from circling around. See if Guida changes direction. He'll just continue to cartwheel around the powder blue emblem here on the mat, trying to free up his right hip. But Arrington not budging, and we go back to a fresh start. 10 seconds to go in this first period.
And Arrington's had some experience this year wrestling taller wrestlers. I'm talking about John Milner from App State, who's a very tall 149-pounder. So it's not like it's the first time Arrington has wrestled someone that's pretty tall for the weight class.
Arrington, a 3-time Pennsylvania state champion. He finished his Pennsylvania career with 146 wins, 84 falls, part of the powerhouse Forest Hills High School program. He won state his freshman year and then back-to-back in both his junior and senior campaigns. Papalizio knew he had a prize recruit, a next-level recruit, that they were expecting to make an impact right away.
Still in control there for Guida. He's still in control here. Now there's neutral. And what's called a seat-up position with Arrington having his arm around. And you hear Coleman Scott telling Guida to whiz, meaning continue to keep that in. He's got to hip in. He just can't hold in. He's got to hip in because slowly Arrington is crawling behind. He's getting in a better position. Guida needs to hip in more with that whizzer. Really smart job here by Arrington, working his way up the bat. He's going to try to link arm, and Guida has to keep that whizzer in. He's got to keep that overhook there. Oh, you can hear it. UNC likes the call of a stalemate, and of course, NC State doesn't like that.
Guida, the Maryland State champion. He was a two-time Fargo freestyle national champ. His third year with UNC. Wrestler who has really improved over the last couple of years. He went 4-6 his true freshman year back in 2021, and that was that 125. Tries to hit the duck, and he comes around to the side. Beautiful move by Guida.
My goodness, that was slip. Knee dip, high C. That was clean. Man. Guida's in this match. He's got to keep him down. At this point, it's pretty important that the freshman try his way, but it's tough when you have a long wrestler on top, but he's got to do something to bring the wrestler down to the mat. Arrington was trying to stay up, but I tell you what, Guida is back in this match. Sean, that was crazy good. So look at this. Oh my goodness, that's like John Smith-esque. And the good job is that he ended the period on top.
What do you think? Coleman Scott's taught him that move a time or two over the past few years.
Oh, that did look like his coach. I mean, his coach, Coach Scott, hit that a few times in his career. And then, of course, he learned it from the great John Smith. And it looks like Guida is just picking up on that. So, that leg right there, nothing illegal there. It's going with the natural motion of the knee. So we're going to find out something about the freshman here. Can he keep down Guida? Guida has to worry about if he keeps going to that roll and he gets stopped. When he gets stopped, the top wrestler, Arrington, gets what's called a tight waist around the waist, and it makes it more difficult for him to get up. So Guida has to try and not roll so much and try to stand up. Oh, look at the length. The length is a problem. 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 Tough call there. Tough call. Tough call. They're talking about it. They're talking about it. Yeah, that's a tough one right there. Remember, control is felt. It is the discretion of the official if I decide that control was established. We got to see, because there's some things I couldn't see from the angle with where the leg was. But it's a judgment call. Was it felt? So we have the problem here. Look, Guida is a long wrestler, and he's going to try and get his left knee that's on the mat right now. He's going to try and cover the other side. Now, the question is, does he feel like he's in control? From that point, you can see that the right arm of Arrington was sealed. So he's going to use that left knee. Watch it pop over. Pop over, and now he's going to try and cover. Judgment call, and I think that's fine. I think that's fine there. That's a tough call.
Rock, this is why you're in the broadcast booth now and not on the mat officiating. 10 years as a Division I official. These are the types of calls that are real tough, ones that certainly can go either way. You can make a case for UNC and NC State with that last exchange.
with that exchange right there, it's if you call it, you have to be confident about it. And the great thing about it is that they have a second official. The second official is saying, this is what I saw. This is what I saw. Let's look at it together. So they're going to look at it. And the question is, was control felt? And the head official, Gary Wade, says, I believe, and here's a good angle here. He's going to take, Guida's going to take that left leg and bring it across the body. Now, at this point, is his hips covering? The question is, are his hips above him? What's the call? The call is
2 points reversal. So Guida goes up 6-4, gets the reversal, 1:13 here in this third period. Guida looking for the upset over 17th ranked Jackson Arrington. Gets a little high here, and Arrington is away.
Arrington needs to go back to that underhook. There it is. But what Guida's doing this time with the underhook, he's putting his head aside. He drove through. He drove through. Boom! Man, drove through to a bear hug. Emphatic takedown.
And
he's getting back points.
Working on the swipes. Gets a couple of swipes. Arrington with some late offense here in the third period.
They got to watch the potentially dangerous. He can't bring that knee out. Ooh. Coleman's got to step on the mat. You can't step on the mat there, Coleman Scott. You can't step on the mat. Oh, this is fiery. They want to win. See, that's what happens when you have a guy that rolls a lot. You may get the rolls earlier in the match, but if someone understands that the roll is coming, they can catch you. And Jackson Arrington caught Guida on his back and got the swipes. Now opened it up.
Always under fire for Jackson Arrington. Guida with momentum following the long review, and Arrington not wasting any time. The takedown and then the 2 near fall. Guida, who has hit these rolls, and that time Arrington nearly caught him. 25 seconds to go. Arrington trying to ride this one to victory and make NC State 2 for 2 early on today. And he's in a good position to do just that. Guida broken down underneath. Arrington looks over at the clock, and a third period rally for the freshman Jackson Arrington. And NC State wins another here at 149.
Good job by the freshman. Coming through that adverse situation, came back with the takedown and a really solid ride after the takedown. UNC, NC State, they don't like each other. They're rushing like they don't. Great win by the freshman with a slam with authority. UNC, NC State, Friday Night Duels.